Hello guys, welcome to our weekly analysis on our FX triads from this trading week starting from Monday 7th through Friday 11th. On this week we are focusing on the FX triad as usual, but I will be adding USDJPY to it. So for Monday, Tuesday, no high impact except Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So which one should be much more tradable, that might be more volatile? You focus on Thursday, right? But you can also bring in, anything can happen on Wednesday. So you're going to have, let's say, Wednesday and Thursday, but my main focus is going to be on Thursday, right? So even if I have taken a trade either on Tuesday or on Wednesday, on Thursday I will be stacking. All right, but if I've not gotten, I will focus more on that. So we're going to be having much more move within Wednesday and Thursday. So focus more on those 2 days. So don't play with fundamentals as you compare them and add it to your technical analysis. So what do we have for the week? What are we anticipating price to do within Euro USD, GBPUSD, and probably USDJPY? So let's hop into our chart and see what we are to anticipate. It's really the bias for the week. Guys, this is daily time frame. Right, don't forget that I focus more on the higher time frame. So I want to ask, why do you really waste your energy on a lower time frame? Why not focus more on the higher time frame narrative? See, if you must a kind of be consistent, if your profit if your profitability is going to be sustainable, you must key into the higher time frame. You should key into the higher time frame narrative. Even if you're a scalper, right? Even if you're a scalper, focus more on the higher time frame. H4 minimum, but at least you see the big bar hanging around the daily time frame and the weekly time frame. So even if you have a setup on weekly time frame or daily time frame, you can still take an entry within 5 minutes and 15 minutes time frame. Yes, you heard me correctly. Yes, you can have a setup on weekly time frame and still take an entry on 15 minutes time frame. You can still have a setup on daily time frame and still have an entry 5 minutes, 15 minutes or 1 hour time frame. So you can have entry 5 minutes, 1 hour, 15 minutes, even if setups are coming from weekly or daily. So you're going to have a lower risk but a maximum profit. So on the daily time frame, let's start from GBPUSD. On GBPUSD, I want to go bearish. I'm going to look for a setup for a bearish move on GBPUSD. Alright, so what am I anticipating? I'm anticipating price to trade into this rejection block. This rejection block, you can see it here. I'm anticipating price to trade. So probably on Monday, based on the fundamental behind the scene, or what I call fundamental behind the Forex factory, it might be an indication that on Monday there might be probably a bullish move. All right, Monday, Tuesday, bullish move. So I'm going to anticipate price on GBPUSD to react off this rejection block. Once it hits rejection block, I will look for sell entry. Okay, so I might be looking for sell entry. If it violates it, I'll wait for price to take the high. That's the two scenario. If it violates my entry confirmation in the lower time frame, when price hits this key level, which is the higher time frame, I will wait for price to take this high before I look for another sell. So if price should hold here, that will be an internal to external liquidity. But if price violates this entry and takes the high, that means I will look for a sell external to key levels on internal liquidities. Take note of that. So I'm looking for an entry here, sell entry within this rejection block. If it fails, I will look for an entry when price takes the weekly high and trade into the range 50%. But if it gives me an entry here, I will take it and target the external liquidity into this zone, the low and this zone here. That is this for GBPUSD. On EURUSD, what am I anticipating? I'm still anticipating the bearish move. I am not anticipating price to react here unlike what I show you on GBPUSD. Why? Because this one is not a rejection block. What we have here is an inside candle, so all of these things are still bullish candle. All right, so I'm anticipating price to take the high. All right, I will look for an entry that will be an external liquidity into what? Into an internal liquidity. Do you get that now? So if it takes off the high and GBPUSD is reacting off the rejection block, that will be what? A clear SMT. A clear SMT. So probably on Monday you might see price taking low here, taking the low here and push up based on fundamental behind the scenes. So price might take the low and push up, or might open and start pushing up, but I'm waiting for price to take the high before going for resell. All right, so before I go to USDJPY, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on TikTok, and join the free Telegram channel so you can be abreast, because there we not only predict but we are reactive. What I'm showing you is a prediction, but when markets open, we react to what price is doing currently, because anything can happen. Price has Forex has its own mind. So let's hop into GBPJPY. Guys, sorry, it's my bad. It's not GBPJPY, it's USDJPY. As I said earlier, USDJPY. What should we anticipate? It's going to be a long thing. It's going to be a long thing. What I'm anticipating for USDJPY is price to take the low. Price to take the low from this week. So as EURUSD is probably pushing up, expecting USDJPY to still coming down, right, to take this low, trade into this block, right, trade into this block, take this low, either I hit this block, but at least I am expecting price to take the low, the current week low, and once it takes the low, I go for lower time frame, H4 50 minutes, H4 1 hour 50 minutes, to look for an entry, bullish move, bullish entry. And when I take it, the first target is, maybe it might end up forming, you know, an CRT. All right, so maybe you're going to take partials, and this will be a target 1. 50% of this might be a partial, target 1, and the last TP2 here. So it's going to be a long thing, because this is a weekly time frame for USDJPY. So until price get to those points of interest, I am not taking any trade. So if you have any question, please drop it in our comment section, and whatever you have to say, just drop it and I will react. I will respond when necessary. Join our Telegram group, and I will sure to give you all you need to do in terms of what market is doing currently. All right, till we meet on weekend for review. Stay blessed and trade safe. Bye.